I'm with Giovanna. We're out here at Red Hemp Farm, and we've been out a couple years ago and did a story about the red hemp and your guys of getting into the market with that. But you're now expanding because we're not in a field of hemp, but you're doing a lot more things now. So what kind of things are you doing now with this extraction process?
With this, so we're standing in front of ashwagandha. So within the contraction of the hemp industry in 2020, we decided to not only start or continue on with the hemp, but start looking at some other ingredients. A lot of these CBD lines are working with functional ingredients. So we worked with some of our clients based on what their needs are and what their formulations are, and started putting some new plants into the field. So that can be anywhere from the ashwagandha or passion flower or tulsi to some different variety trials we look at for different contract manufacturers based on different compounds they're looking at.
So, so what would you do with this product for those that are not familiar with it?
For ashwagandha, we'll harvest the root. It's Iverson Family Farms that grows, and then FS Oil is the extraction facility that we work with, also the same owners. So it's a vertically integrated system. So we're able to do a lot of research from seed to field and all the way through to finished product. So with this, we'll harvest the roots, we'll dry it for biomass, and we'll hammer mill it. We look at it through CO2 extraction is the primary extraction form we have here. It really just depends on which constituents we're trying to focus on the plants and get the most whole spectrum out of the plants as well. So making sure we're responsibly treating the plants and getting the most out of it.
Because the industry is changing and evolving, and you guys have started out with the hemp, and so you're taking the same processes, right, that you're using for that?
Yes, so it was essentially just an extension of the hemp. So the hemp, we have always used CO2 extraction. That's what the FS Oil model was, and we wanted to be able to expand that. You
used the word nutraceutical, and I think it's kind of a buzzword that's hopping up. What exactly is a nutraceutical?
Nutraceutical is just, it's the herbal supplement industry in a nutshell. So you're looking at plants sort of as your medicine versus the pharmaceutical industry where you would go to a doctor and get your diagnostic treatment, I guess, your prescriptions. Those are more isolated compounds. So with CBD, one thing we believe in is the full spectrum. So we don't want to take a single cannabinoid. We want everything to work together in a synergistic form. We want to apply that same principle to these plants as well, which is why we're looking at the multiple different forms of extraction to make sure each compound is being treated the way it needs to be, and the efficacy is there for the clients and for the consumers.
So we talk about extraction. We've talked about the CBD and some of these other herbs and plants, but what exactly are we extracting from them?
Essentially, they're all oil crops. So we're extracting the oil from them, but we want to make sure that we're also extracting the right compound. So every plant will have its own compound. FS Oil's name is Full Spectrum Oil, is the acronym there. So again, we want to continue on this path of integrity with the plant. So for ashwagandha, we're looking at things that help the nervous system adapt. The same thing goes with passion flower, similar with skullcap. Those will help with sleep. Valerian will help with sleep. So we want to make sure that efficacy is there.
So for red hemp, you're doing a lot of work for other people, but your own lines are going to be, sounds like they're going to be expanding also with
Yes. So that's been one of the fun projects, is what else can we play with in Red Barn Hemp's line. So they do a lot of skincare products. We'll be looking at calendula for some of that, tulsi for some of that, and who knows, there's so many new things to play with. So that will also be based on different formulations and kind of where the future of that goes in terms of helping with sleep aid or helping with nervous systems, and things that really pair well with the CBD.
For viewers that are want some more information on this, where should they go to find out more about what Red Barn is doing and what's coming down the pipeline?
So both websites really cater to this. So Red Barn Hemp has its own website, and that's the product line. And then FS Oil is the extraction. And that's where you can find out about all of the new ingredients, how we're extracting them, the research that's being done on them. And if you yourself want to be using some of this some of these ingredients in your product line, we can do contract grows, or we have ingredients ready for you. So.
All right. So it's a very exciting time to be getting in this. You guys were in on the beginning, so you just keep expanding, and there's so much to learn and so much exciting new stuff to go. So make sure you visit their website, or you can go to gardentime.tv and we'll click you over. So it's been a pleasure to be out here and learning about all the great things that you guys are doing.
Thank you for visiting us.